Trying to see what's on this radio. What's up, y'all? So listen, today is, oh my God, what's today? August 18th. So it's Friday. It's 2 days before the eclipse, okay? And I woke up this morning and you guys will probably, I'm going to try my best to release my Blabber session today or tomorrow, which will be Saturday 19th for sure. And then I got some other things. So this, y'all will see this video after my Blabber session. So I got up this morning and I had the giggles. Like I couldn't stop fucking laughing, right? So I was just like, oh damn, y'all, sorry. It's my fucked up camera system. Oh no, I gotta get this right. Okay, so that's just gonna have to work. I'll try and sit back so you guys can see me. But anyways, so listen, y'all. So I just had the giggles, right? So I'm like, what is going on? So I text B and she was like, what you doing? I'm like, she was like, have you finished your Blabber session? I was like, no, not yet. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, currently I'm cutting out my pubic hairs that are white and gray. And she was like, oh my God, that's so weird. I was thinking about doing mine. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I just got up and was like, I didn't know they grew in white, y'all, but that's what I was doing. So anyway, y'all, got the scissors, got the clipping, and I just had the giggles, okay? I had the serious giggles, which I still have. Hold on. Okay, so let me finish this, y'all. So let me just say for the record, B was talking about giving herself a trim. I was literally with the mirror, like, cutting them Santa Claus coochie hairs off. I just don't really look down there much, you know, so I don't know. But anyways, so okay, so you guys, so listen, after my live stream, I just want to talk about a few things. Now, I do have a lot going on health-wise, and so stuff was coming up in my news feed about Asperger's syndrome. I don't know that I have that, but what happens is there's some things going on with me neurologically speaking, inflammation on my brain, lesions, my memory is getting really bad, my short-term memory is shot, I have days when I have confusion. Besides me just being crazy, I've been really irritable lately, you know, angry. So, I mean, until they figure it out, you know, I'm just working through it. But a lot of times when you guys see me, you're not aware of that. But you may be aware. Like last night I was talking and my speech, my language was changing, like my tongue. Felt like I had a stroke. I don't know. I could have, but I doubt it. I don't know. But so anyways, when I was doing the live stream before, which was 3 hours, by the way, sometimes when something comes into my sensory, like I did it from my phone, that was my first time doing it. So as the people were popping up with their comments, my brain would freeze and then I would have to repeat what I said. It's like that movie 50 First Dates, if anybody's ever seen that, where she just had to wake up every day like it was a new day. It's not that bad, but it's getting there. Like I have periods of a lot of stuff. So I just wanted to get that out for people that are new. I had a lot of new subscribers for some reason last week. But anyways, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about all this, all these haters, jealous, envious hoes in the house. There's some haters in the house. So look, listen, I'm going to try and say, what is this? Anyways, I'm going to try and say this because there's one particular person in particular that kind of pissed me off. And I'm like, this is the wrong time to piss me off. Because you fucking with a bitch who got a death wish, who trying to leave here empty and don't give a fuck about this tube. Now, let me say this about the tube while I'm talking shit, y'all. Now, the tube is responsible for some of the content they put out. Like, there's a lot of things on the tube, you know. And I don't know, they have guidelines or whatever. But I'm going to tell y'all something about this paranoia and all this shit that's been going on with me. After my live stream, somebody emailed from the YouTube community saying, I hope you're doing well. Like 6 minutes after I logged off. So when I tell y'all I be hypersensitive to shit, that I'm like, so I contacted the legal department. Like, do you guys generally do that? Like, if I have a problem with my video, I'll contact the technical department. But do you guys just generally send people messages, I hope you're doing well, hey, how you doing? So I was like, somebody is impersonating YouTube personnel. I sent a thing to the legal department, and y'all need to check that out. So anyways, the tube is what I'm starting to understand. what I'm starting to understand, you guys, is that as much as I'm old school and I never thought I would open my life up to this platform the way that I have, because I don't know everything about social media, I realized, and I'm getting better, that while I'm here, I'm going to be subjected to a lot of the shit that other people are subjected to. You know, the haters, the stalkers, the hackers, the jealous people. And so even though my perception, you guys, when I came here was, you know, I don't want to be put in a box, you know, but there's nothing I can do about it because I am here and I am on here. But for me, social media and things like that, like, I just don't get out because I'm like a free agent. I'm my own person. So the last thing I want to do is come to an environment where, hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys, so let me finish this. Let me just tell you guys what I feel about jealousy from my perspective. When a person is jealous of you, okay, because I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to you guys, and now I'm going to tell you guys a story about this heifer who took some slights at me because, let me finish. So to me, jealousy, the reason why I'm always like I'm never jealous of anybody is because I never looked at other people to define myself. I always looked at myself. Now, I know on YouTube, like I said, you know, we all are sensitive, and I'm super sensitive, especially right now with this eclipse coming. I'm like, I'm picking up everything, whether it's paranoia or not. I don't give a fuck. I try not to question myself too much. You know, if I get something, it sits in my gut, I do. And, you know, on the tube, you know, when you say you're a tarot reader, people want you to be at their level of what they think a tarot reader is. And when you do something and step outside of that, you know, they're looking at you like, oh, well, she shouldn't be saying that. She shouldn't be. That's what they feel about what I'm doing or shouldn't be doing. That's not what the fuck I feel. That's why I do what the fuck I do, because I'm not thinking what you're thinking for me is appropriate, okay? So, you know, a lot of times when you start moving out of the comfort zone that people want you to be at as a tarot reader in the spiritual community, it makes other people uncomfortable. Well, I've watched people mimic me, imitate me, do the things that I do, and I you know, to be quite honest, when I see it, besides me cracking the fuck up sometimes, because it's like some things you can't do because it's just not in you to do. That's not where you're at your best. And 9 times out of 10, if you're trying to do something that somebody else does, it's not your own. Now, you may be able to do something exactly the way that person's doing it, but because you're not that person, it's going to be coming from them. They're going to emulate their best. Now, whether people, you know, people, like I said, I'm getting the competition. I'm understanding that when you put yourself out there, that's social media, that's propaganda, that's the American way, that's politics. People want to line you up against anybody. And so when I came to the tube, I didn't want to be a part of a spiritual community. I'm just J-Law, you know what I'm saying? I'm just myself. I never, you know, if that's the case, I could have stayed in the corporate environment out here in Silicon Valley. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be labeled, but I can't stop people's perception of me and what they choose to say. But what I can do is when people do throw innuendos and say things, and, you know, I can't make people believe the way I believe either. But you know what's funny about me not wanting to go to other tarot readers that I know be saying, not all of them, some of my quote-unquote colleagues, because I thought I was a free agent around this mug. So I can tell that they're supportive of me, and I appreciate that. But where I'm at now, and the space that I am now, fighting on all fronts, spiritual, emotional, I'm not letting nothing come my way. Like I said, I want to leave here empty. So, yeah, I can pick and choose my battles, but there's a particular person that I want to get to, because I think just like she felt it was okay for her to run her mouth and have her opinion of me, I absolutely have an opinion of her. You know, so before I get to her, let me finish. When you guys listen to people, because there's some people on YouTube that are use tarot, and I don't really like their personality, but their tarot is relevant to me. When they use the cards, I get something out of it. I'm able to understand what they're saying. And then there's other people on here that there's, for some reason, the way they read or how they intuitively pick up all their information, I never get anything from it, but I like them as a person and I like their personality. So I can separate the two. If I don't like a bitch on here, or if somebody come at me hard, but she's good at what she does, I'm a mature woman. I could separate the two. Like, look, check this out. You disrespected me. I didn't appreciate this or that, but I'm not going to take away from what you do. And if you do that, I can do that. But what I'm noticing, here we go. What I'm noticing is that, like I said, I don't want to be put in the box. I think it would kill me if I had to creatively succumb to a certain criteria. Okay, because I want to keep growing. I want to keep learning and keep experiencing, because I'm changing. Every time I experience something else, it's something new. It's like I take that information in. So when I hear people, you know, like people talk about twin flames or the way they read cards, you know, when people try and explain themselves and say, you know, this is what I think, I'm like, that's fine with me. I'm okay with you feeling okay about what you're saying. So when you listen to me say what I'm saying, I'm not saying that you have to agree with me. Like, you guys know I'm religiously convicted. I'm not saying that. But if you take a slight at me about it, then I'm open to tell you how the fuck I feel about what you're doing. But for me, so for myself, I am trying to wage this balance of understanding that, you know, this is what American society does. You know, they take me, they put me in the box. I'm a black woman. You know, I'm using tarot. I belong to the tarot community. My videos are only going to get outsourced to people that are interested in that. Anything else creative about me, they don't want to hear it. They may only allow me to do certain things. So let's talk about the other tarot readers, okay? Or people that use tarot, however they see themselves. When it comes to jealousy, just me as a woman, okay, because I do feel all the jealous energy and the anger and the hate. I'm not going to sit, okay, me personally, I'm not about to sit back and click on your channel knowing I don't like you. But see, some people do it because they want to get a rise out of you. Nobody's getting a rise out of me today. This was needed. I'm not about to sit back and click on a bitch's channel that I don't like, that I can't stand, watch 3 hours of her live stream, and then sit back and pop up a video and then get off topic, because the heifer that I'm talking about, she got off topic with her karmic chatter. The flip side of her, I got you, bitch. I got you. I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to irritate myself. If I don't like her, if I'm not interested in her, or I'm not about to sit and watch her and then compare myself to her. And let me talk about that comparison shit. When you're competing with people, okay, what you're doing is you're looking at yourself and you're saying, I'm not good enough. There's something about me that I'm not this, that I need to outdo that. Or I'm not okay. So now I look at somebody else and now I got to outdo what they do. So for me, competition is never going to be something I enjoy, because that takes away from me being me. If I'm looking at what you're doing and it makes me feel some kind of way, like Cat Williams said, you've got the sick face. Cat Williams said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't about shit. I understand that. But from a spiritual, you know, religious perspective, I'm trying to alleviate any hate and put that shit right back where it belongs, right back in the atmosphere. Not all the time, do I have to say. But where I'm at now with my not being well in my body, and I got other issues and demons to face and fight, oh, hell yeah, bitch. You gonna get your ass handed to you, okay? So listen. With your... let me stop. Let me finish this. So when you guys listen to me, it's okay if you don't take what I say. When I listen to people, if they say I'm the baddest on here, I don't get mad and be like, oh, let me show her. But let me tell you what happens with tarot. A lot of people get these God complexes, okay? And they start feeling bigger and better. And so when someone new comes along, like when I started, there wasn't a lot of people. And then I'm noticing a lot of people are, the old people, it's like they're trying to weed us out or snuff us off or something. But if we didn't get all the influctuation of all the new people, then shit, some of the new people here are amazing. I wouldn't be able to get the knowledge and information that I've had. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all right with it. But what a lot happens is that people want you to be at their level. They feel like when you start rats in the pail syndrome, when they feel like you're starting to move out of that group, oh, no, she has to come back down here with the rest of us. Oh, she can't. And it's like, I did this. You didn't give me this gift, bitch. You might have been my friend. You could have maybe taught me a trick or two, but that may have not worked for me. Same thing with cards. You know, when people use cards, sometimes I see the cards that people might use. I pretty much look for them out in, you know, in the shops and online. But you can't go out and get everybody's cards just because you think, because they're using those cards, that you, I mean, sometimes it piques your interest. But for you, your intuition, when you see it, it may not work well with you. So you can't use everybody's cards, okay? You can't sit in your car and do tarot like everybody else can, you know. So I'm not saying that people shouldn't try it, because I think people should try it. That's how you learn yourself. Everybody can't be on camera. I hate being on camera. Oh God, I hate being on camera. Unless I'm doing creative messages for you guys, I don't want to be on fucking camera. Okay? I don't want to be a fucking actress. I would never remember my lines. I don't want to be a fucking comedian. But you know, if people think I'm funny, well, I guess I'm fucking funny then. Okay? But the point I'm trying to make is that, here we go with my points, you guys. I accept everybody and what they're doing. It does not bother me. Okay? It does not bother me. But for right now, if you say something or do something because of where I'm at, later on, I mean, Britney Spears, Cat Williams, Martin Lawrence, there's a lot of people in the public eye that's taking a fall. So even when I don't like somebody and I hear something bad about them, or, you know, my first thought is not to say, oh, that's what she get. Now, depending on how you got at me or how I'm feeling about you, I may be like, oh, well, that, you know, well, you know, but it seems like I'm turning into this person that people love to hate. And I'm not just talking about the general public, because you can control what you watch and what you see. Okay, you can. But I'm talking about some of these readers, and they're going to know who they are. They're going to know who they are, just like I know how they're getting at me. Now, I've already said, sometimes I come up in my sessions. Sometimes the people I'm involved with, sometimes the VIPs that I have, my clients, come up in my session. I get that people are looking at me, but that's the name of the game. People are going to imitate and compete. You put yourself out there, but y'all know it's just one me. I don't feel I need to do that, but what I am going to call out is this one particular chick. Now, usually you guys, hold on, are kind, you are smart, and you are impotent. Now, usually, you guys, when I have something to say about somebody that I feel like has slighted me or disrespected me, or running her damn mouth is what she doing. That's all she doing is running around. That's all I'm doing too. I mean, whatever. Like I said, I'm okay with people taking a shot. Because sometimes you can take a shot at me and I might think about that shit and, you know, they might be right. I might agree with it. You know, I'm not always, aggressive, but I am a fighter. And I am a survivor. And that's how I fight. And I'm not going to listen to other people tell me how I should deal with my situations. I will be the one. And I'm telling y'all too, when you guys listen to stuff and people are telling you stuff, like, you know how you sitting at church and the pastor preaching and you think he talking directly to you and you know you ain't told him your business and you feel that? That's what's happening. Sometimes people, you know, jar you. And so when I get a person that arouses something in me or provokes me to say something, I look back at myself and be like, okay, what is it about this person that's making me feel some kind of way? Am I like this? Am I missing something? But for me, and then even when I'm telling you guys stuff during the Blabber sessions, y'all not getting the whole story because I can't remember every damn thing. But I always look at that and see if it's valid. Now, what I'm sensing is a lot of jealousy and just hating ass people. You know what I'm saying? And people may say, well, she don't have to handle her. That's for me to worry about. Why are you worried about how I put my business and what? Why are you worried about it? Anything that you do, I don't have an opinion about it. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You do what you want to do. I'm doing what I want to do. And then I heard somebody say that I know, oh, I don't talk about other readers. I talk about them if they're talking about me. You may not talk about them on the tube, but you talk about them. You may not want people to know you, and that's okay. I'm not saying you got to do what I do, because everybody can't do what I do. And that's why I do what I do, because I can handle it. And even when I can't handle it, I can say, you know what, I can't handle it. That's why I'm back on here today, voicing my opinion. And I get that everybody have. That's great and fine and dandy. I'm all right with it. And when you do shit, it's nothing. Usually when I see a bitch, okay, that thinks she the shit, I be like, well, shit, if she thinks she the shit, what the fuck I'm gonna tell her she ain't for? If somebody running around telling some they this and they that, you are. As a man thinketh, so is he. I'm on your side. I'm never gonna look at your channel and see your work and say, oh, if I just don't have to watch. Okay, but I ain't got time to sit back and watch 3 hours of your live stream and then everybody's session, Yvonne, everybody tarot is about my relationship and they choking and coughing it. You're still wrong. I don't live my life by the cards. You may pick up some shit, but you can't even. So basically what I'm becoming now is a pillar. I'm I've set the bar real high for me. But when y'all see it, it does something to you. It make you feel some kind of way. And I just, you know, I see bitches, we can have on the same dress, we can have, and nothing happens. I just be like, you look nice today. And I go about my business because I'm secure with my insecurities. And I don't have that in me. I'm never looking to somebody else to decide what's best for me. Right? So people be trying to throw little things, and they know exactly who they are, right? And I appreciate all the people that I could tell are supporting me because you know, shit, sometimes I need it. But like I said, let me just say, because I'm getting off track, y'all, because I don't want to get wound up because I got to go finish my blabber session. Let me just say, you guys, after I did my 3-hour live stream, I have to call about the relationship that I was going through and still kind of, you know, sifting through all this shit. I had been watching this lady, okay, and she did this video called Competition Karmic Chatter. You have nothing else to do, obviously. I'm your blueprint to figure out what you want to do. But let me tell you, she made this video about competition and relationship. Oh, well, let me just say this, bitch. Didn't nobody ask you, but while we talking about relationship, didn't you say... Oh, y'all done got started. I done got started already. So what she was saying was basically she was inferring that people talk about they're sensitive, that I'm an energy vampire, and that I'm a narcissistic, and that I want empathy from people, and that I'm using the YouTube and the people that subscribe to me for empathy and sympathy. And, you know, because I know my story better than anybody else about what I'm going through in this body. I said, I'm going to have to check this heifer real good, okay? Real good. Because ain't shit angelic about that shit that you speaking out your mouth. You're entitled to say it, okay? But let me tell you what I think is funny. Because people like to use these big words, narcissistic, covert, everybody. Let me tell you what I think about that. It's funny that you would think that I'm an energy vampire, bitch, but you sat and watched 3 hours of my live stream sucking up my motherfucking energy, okay? And then you had to pop out a video to give your commentary on what you thought. To me, that sounds like a parasitic vampire, okay? You like one of them roaches, okay? That you leech on to what other motherfuckers is doing because you probably ain't got shit going on. Let me get to that, okay? Now, as far as me needing empathy from what I'm doing here and what you said your calling is different. I'm not judging your calling and what you're doing. So why are you judging what I'm doing? Now, because you said it was narcissistic, I think it's narcissistic for you to watch me, listen to what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and why I'm doing it. And then you get on your fucking channel and tube and you got something to say about it. Because there's nothing about you that, other than this, that jogs my memory. Like, I really don't give a fuck. But because I knew you were talking about me, okay, and you got off topic, let me say what I noticed about your ass. I've watched you here and there because I do think that you have a gift with your tarot and your Reiki and blah, 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 blah. I don't throw cards on other people's relationship. I really don't give a shit. I got my own shit. Sometimes I can't even read what I'm seeing for myself. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, okay? I don't care if I talk about you and I lose subscribers, okay? I don't care, because I feel like if somebody come at you, all this YouTube, if you say something about me, I'm going to check your ass. Because where I'm at now, I'm not allowing any of that to fly, okay? I know you jealous. I know you a hater with that Capricorn. Let me not go there. Let me not go there. Let me say what I'm going to say to you, you parasite, okay? Because, see, I done got a little mad. As you were talking, I remember back, because I have a Capricorn Venus, okay? I remember back in March, April, or May, or June, you made a video on Capricorn, which is why I think it's stupid for us to try and trick y'all. You guys are just as intuitive as we are. You could tell when people, and sometimes you could be wrong. Like I said, it could be like the pastor in the church, and you think they're talking about you down. You were talking about Capricorn, which you got Capricorn, whatever the hell you got. Like I said, I'm not interested. You said people are so sensitive. Yeah, I'm sensitive, but you're obviously sensitive to me. You might like me, okay? You obviously, I am sensitive, okay? But if you think that makes me a narcissistic, what does that make you that you so sensitively watching me that you got something to say? That's what I don't understand. You're an idiot is what you are, okay? But let me say this. one day I was watching this particular person's video on Capricorn, and she got all huffy about it. You know, sometimes you could just hear it in our voices when it hits home. I'm empathic, so sometimes it is about me, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I'm channeling people that I've been involved with, or just channeling the energy, period. And so after she got all huffy, I think some of her viewers, since she leaves her comments off so nobody can say nothing to her, okay? I got mine off for a reason, but I ain't gonna say that because I ain't gonna do that today. She got all huffy, and so the next thing you know, she wanted to make a video. I guess some of the subscribers was like, oh, you must be got a Capricorn man or something. Somebody got at her, right? Y'all probably peeped her out and got at her, right? And so she did a video on what type of man she liked. Well, you know, I like, you know, I have to have fire. I ain't saying she got to say all the stuff I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. You know, I do that because it is for me. And why do you care what kind of energy that I'm putting out for you to sit back and try and label what you think it is? That's what you think it is about, okay? And that's fine that you think that. I think you're a parasitic energy vampire, okay? And I think you have no talent other than the tarot. I think, let me stop. So she put out a video because somebody must have got at her and like, oh, your man must be a so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Oh, and this person don't, but she ain't saying nothing. I'm not in a relationship. That's probably the problem. I'm not in a relationship. So I said, oh, so I started watching her sessions here and there. Like I said, some of it I got, some of it I didn't. But after I did my live stream and you popped up the flip side of the chatter, the chit chatter, I was like, you know what? You know what? Something said, you know what, Jay? You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do this with them because you're not them. And everything they do is after you do it. You're the leader. They're the followers. Okay, I don't really need that title, but I'm glad that I helped you out. So let me help you out with what I think. I poked around on your profile. I saw that you said you were spiritual and non-religious. So right there, bitch, you dust to me, okay? Right there, you dust, okay? I understand now why you going around with your language. You're in. Does that make you feel good to call some? It's all because you're interested in me, though. That's what I don't understand. So I thought about when she did her little stale-ass video about her, what kind of men she liked. And she said she's not in a relationship. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at you, bitch. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at you. You ought to be in a relationship with that little baby, that newborn baby that you got in the background. You just ought to be in a relationship. And since you're not, I'm wondering why. Why don't you tell us that? That's what I want to hear. Since you got so much to say about if the guy that I was involved with want to get out of the relationship and leave. And then you laugh. I noticed you had your videos under comedy. Yeah, bitch, you're funny. You're really funny. So I'm thinking to myself, did she just sit up here and talk? Although I put my shit, you got something else you want to say to me? You got something else you want to say to me? Because like I said, I heard you about your calling and what you think. I heard you in one of your Sagittarius videos talking about somebody thinks she's so religious and high and mighty. I do. I do think I'm so religious and high and mighty. And why does that bother you? Why does that bother you? It don't bother me that you're non-religious. But I understand why now I'm bothering you. Because I've triggered you. I've triggered you to have to feel some kind of way about yourself. Okay, and I could take when people point the finger at me about myself, because I'm going to sit back and I'm going to be like, you know, there might be some truth in that shit. And I'm going to put my own self on blast about whatever. But you, that's what I'm saying. I ain't going to never be a part of that, boo-boo kitty. So I'm going to let you keep waiting and popping out and riding off of me because that's what you enjoy. There's nothing about you that's comedy other than the fact, like I said, you had your little, oh, I'm getting off topic. Get off topic again. I ain't gonna even fuck with you no more after today because I kind of went to the left. Get off topic again and open up your mouth after you sat and watched me for 3 hours, bitch. But I'm the energy vampire. You worried about why I'm doing and what I'm doing and I'm narcissistic? Really? That's called projection is what it's called. Okay? That's called cowardly is what you're called. And like I said, you should be in a relationship with that newborn. Now, let me tell you something what I can tell you. You look pretty good after having a little baby. What you need to do, even though you didn't ask me, but since we're putting it all out there, okay? What you need to do is stop wearing them Chico shirts that you wearing. Get you a wig and weave and get your ass on camera if that's what you want to do, okay? And keep that look. You saw some, and people are so sensitive and they think that they need support. You need some support. Keep the baby out the background. It distracts me. Get your little baby And hopefully the person that you just opened your legs up to, Missy, you should be you should be trying to make that work. I mean, I don't really know what happened. Because you ain't going to say, you just going to get some generic ass speech. Oh, I like a man with a little fire in me. Really? What happened? What happened to your baby daddy? Huh? What happened? You got a newborn. See, now I'm going to give you, like I said, watch that karmic chatter that you're throwing out, okay? Because what comes around goes around. And what goes around comes around. So since you got something and so much to say, I welcome you. I welcome you with open arms. And I think you're really cute. You just need to, them Chico shirts, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay, you made that point. We get it, bitch. Hey, y'all, I made it back to the crib. I'm trying not to show too much of my ass. Hold on, y'all. You know how when you turn off the camera sometimes, when you turn off the camera, you think of some more shit that you wanted to say that you didn't get to say. Let me, hold on, y'all. Let me try and give myself some security here. So let me just say this. I got back in the house, right? Hold on, y'all. You need to get some rest. You need to lay it down, sister. You do. You need to get some fucking sleep. Okay, y'all, so I got back in the house, right? Damn, okay, let me get over here. I'm trying. So I got back in the house. You know, sometimes when I turn off the camera, it allows me, you know, some time to, you know, sit back and, you know, think about. Let me get up, y'all. Let me just get my ass up because I am trying to, you know, do some things. I don't even want to hold this camera. But anyway, so sometimes when I get, you know, back in the house, it allows me to, you know, think, you know, shut off this brain of mine, right? So low key, y'all, I just wanted to say. So I got back in the house and I thought about it. You know, the subscribers and all the people that watch YouTube, if y'all came to me and was like, Jupiter's Law, I went to this reader and she cussed me out and she talked about me like a dog. Or like I was saying, because I'm talking about this half of this silly bitch, if people want to get mad, that's because you think as a reader, as a perception, that readers don't do shit, that they don't beat, that they don't fight, they don't have fun. Now, I'm telling you, okay, I'm not going to ever tell anybody how they should handle when somebody's done something to them. That's up to you guys. So if you came to me and said that another reader did it, I can't take up for that other reader and say, oh my God, because I do tarot. If somebody fucked you and you feel, it's up to you how you want to deal with that. That's your soul. That's your spirit. And because I'm not well in my body and that bitch taking slights at me, listen, where I'm at right now, nothing gets past me. And when I say nothing and nobody and no one, because I will wait before I decide to say, she not thinking about me and how I might have felt about what she said and how I'm not thinking about her. And that's how you guys have to be. If you feel like, oh, well, because she did that, I just think that's because you have a perception about who you think readers are and what you think we do. Don't be stupid, y'all. Okay, because I ain't going to never tell somebody after they done experienced something with somebody what they should think and feel about how somebody else treated them. What? Whatever somebody did to you, how they made you feel, how they impacted, that's up for you to decide. I wish I would tell somebody, oh, yeah, well, that drunk driver hit your son. Yeah, you should just turn the other cheek. I mean, you know, I may not encourage you to do nothing, but if you said you was going, who am I? That's your child, okay? So like I talked about her getting her little hollering baby. Yeah, you need some support. Yeah, you do. You know why? You know why I can get on with people like that? Because she ain't thought about how she running her mouth, spitting out that toxic karma and chatter and the flip side of it. She's not thinking about. She's not, and she don't care. So I'm just telling y'all ain't gonna hear from me. Readers talk about each other. They start fights. They do spells and curse. You know, like when I mentioned Baroque and all that shit that she keep doing it. Yes, she did it. She's behind it. So what, I'm going to tell y'all not to watch her video? No, I ain't going to tell y'all that shit. Y'all do it. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But ain't nobody going to tell me how I should feel about how somebody's impacting my life. Okay? I got the feds on me. I got this health crap. Please. I wish I would let. So. If y'all feel some kind of way for those that like her, I'm not saying not to like her. I'm just saying what she did to me. How she been taking a slight at me. How she been, and there's some other ones out there. Okay, they kind of, long as she don't say my name. Okay, if I do say your name, then what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel, always, all the time, every time. If you want to say something about me, that's fine. It's not a right or wrong. I'm just saying where I'm at right now. Where I'm at right now, okay? Where I'm at right now, no. None of that shit gets past me. So I don't give a fuck about money. I don't give a fuck about the fame or what's going to... YouTube, they already hate on me. Okay, they are... Oh, well, that don't stop those energy vibrations that's coming at me. None of YouTube ain't none of that stopping that, okay? None of it stopping that. So on that note, you guys, you feel how you want to feel. When it happened to you, you deal with it the way you want to deal with it. Whether you want to lie and tell the truth or that's on you, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. And so what scripture in the Bible is that from? That's what I want to know. That's what the fuck I want to know. Can I see it? Show it. I want to see it. Prove it, bitch. Prove it.
Watch me